Hey there everyone, Fiona here. I am here to evaluate a tech called Alexicom ACC. It is a communication application available on Android and Apple. It is only available on tablets, so that is a limitation of that if you were using Chromebooks or another laptop type device in your classroom and didn't have access to tablets. If this was the case, if you had a student who had the need of a communication device, it is very likely that you could get a tablet in their IEP for this particular application. So this is your options. You have some that are more focused on adult needs, there's child needs, and then child pre, which is just younger children with more detailed pictures and less choices. So we'll go into child 2, which is just basically the child ones. Let me see. So the initial app is free. You can customize pages to add to it with additional content if what you have on the pages is not what you want, or if you wanted to change things or add different things for the specific kid that you're working with. You do not have to pay for that, but if you wanted to purchase content that they've already made or the specialized versions of the app, which I can show you right here, we have just a bunch of different options. You can see the top right-hand corner on the very top here is the one that I downloaded, the basic one. And then you have a bunch of different options. You can see that they range from like $9.99, $19.99, $49.99. So there is a whole lot of different options for this application. Additionally, I really like that it uses pictures to show like actions or examples of what you're going to be saying. So that's one of the strengths that I see in this. I do think that with any device like this or any program like this, that it does become difficult to balance the options that they have available so that they can find what they need to say, but also not having so many options that it's too overwhelming and they can't find what they need to say. That's a really big balance that needs to be addressed when using these applications. So we're going to use a scenario. We're going to say that our student really needs to move their body and they want to do something. So let's say,
I want to tell you how I feel. I need to move. I want to go for a walk. I want to exercise.
So those are some examples of what they could say. You'll notice that when I pressed on activities, let me press back. When I press on activities, you'll see there's a little blue triangle in the corner of that box. That means that when I press on it, it'll lead me to another thing. So we're going to use that same example of that being a gateway to another list of options with if the kid was hungry. So we could say,
I'm hungry. I want strawberries. I want to eat carrots. Thank you.
So that's another example of how they could use it. Also, if they wanted to have just a basic conversation with someone or respond to prompts in class.
Interjections.
You could have it, hold on. There is, maybe not on this version of it, I'll find another page. In this one, you can go into interjections and find responses to things. So you can say,
yes. No. Really. Great.
Or any of those options. So that would be another thing that you'd be able to lead through to. You can also find a bunch of different options. You can say,
I need my sensory toys. I need quiet time. I need my earmuffs.
But basically it's very versatile in how you can use it, which is awesome. I'd say that its big strengths are that it is so versatile and you can change it up. I think that probably the two biggest weaknesses is that it is only available on tablets, so if you had something like a Chromebook in your class that was your only option, it really wouldn't work for that. And also, if the kid is too young to read or communicate with these types of prompts, it might not be as effective. They do have the younger options. We have our younger group, but still it's pretty simplified and it doesn't really allow for really good communication. But I do like this application. I would definitely use it in my classroom. I would say that if the barrier was not having a tablet, that's something that would be pretty easily fixed, especially if the kid is nonverbal or has trouble with verbal communication. That's something that we would want to try to put in their IEP to provide them with a tool that would allow them to use something like this, even if it wasn't this exact program, because this is incredibly useful. So thank you so much for watching. I hope that this is helpful to you and that maybe at some point you use this program. Thank you.